Don't let the exterior size of the Mini Countryman PHEV fool you because hey guys, I'm Juliana, your automotive woman, and this week I'm behind the wheel of the all-new 2024 Mini Cooper Countryman SE PHEV all-four, or essentially all-wheel drive. Before I get into my real-world range, fuel efficiency, and charge times, I'm going to quickly cover price, space, and tech. So make sure you hit that subscribe button because this review starts right now. Your 2024 Mini Cooper Countryman SE PHEV all-four will have an MSRP price of just over $49,000 Canadian or just under $43,000 US before EV tax credits are applied. Opting for the Untamed edition trim increases the price and styling, but you also receive more, such as LED fog lights up front and LED lights all around, a blacked out front grille, black gloss side mirrors with specialty side branding, 18-inch two-tone wheels with run flat tires, and unique logo badging with black roof rails. Now, if you're still trying to decide whether you purchase the gas-powered Countryman or the PHEV like I have, and you're an active family, well, this is super important to know. So the gas-powered Countryman offers just over 1,500 pounds of towing capability, whereas the PHEV doesn't offer a tow rating at all. You have a payload capacity of just under 1,000 pounds, and that includes passenger weight with luggage inside the cabin and the weight you can stack on top. So make sure you're aware of that and you pay attention at time of purchase. Now, when it comes to cargo capacity within the Countryman PHEV, you'll receive 450 liters of space with the rear seats up and 1,390 liters with the rear seats folded. Also, I'm a big fan of the 40-20-40 split configuration because you'll be able to fit longer items down the center. A kick to open hands-free liftgate is available with the right package, and the trunk area includes one 12-volt port on the right side, and under the trunk floor, you'll be able to find a perfect size space for your level 1 at-home charging cable. Don't let the exterior size of the Mini Countryman PHEV fool you because the interior space is really impressive. As long as you're not traveling with multiple passengers over 6 foot tall, everybody's going to fit comfortably. Now, in this particular trim, these rear seats are not heated. They also do not slide forwards or backwards, they only fold. When it comes to storage, it's actually pretty impressive. So you have pockets behind both front seats. On the side, it's actually really good. There's no climate panel back here. Wasn't expecting it because it is such a small vehicle, but you have 2 directional vents and 2 USB-C ports. But my favorite feature by far is the rear passenger guest can control the rear sunroof shade blocker. The Untamed edition trim helps to elevate the exterior styling of your Countryman and the interior, but the PHEV model also comes with additional driving modes. So on the right-hand side, you'll have your traditional driving modes of just your mid, your normal, and your sport. But over on your left-hand side is where you'll find your driving modes. And I highly recommend, in order to maximize your fuel efficiency and your EV range, to take advantage of those settings. I'll hit the road shortly and I'll show you, and I'll talk about my real-world range, fuel, EV, and charge times. Now, that aside, your Countryman PHEV is already going to come really well equipped with the Premier Plus 2.0 trim in Canada or signature trim in the US. So that said, leather all the way around, heated front seats, heads-up display. You have your mini navigation with a rear view camera, which has excellent resolution, and you have a mobile charge pad. But make sure you're actually testing that when you do your test drive, because if you have a larger phone like I do, it's actually not going to fit. Now, my go-to settings within this infotainment system is just use the mini icon. First thing I do is I go through system settings, displays, and I actually deactivate the heads-up display. And why do I deactivate it? Simply because I find the information redundant. The digital driver cluster is really well done, and all the information is in my line of sight. So that's just for me personally. Then I go back and I look for driving information. I'm incredibly obsessed with knowing how my fuel efficiency is is working and my battery range. So those are my go-tos. Also, this is equipped with Apple CarPlay, not Android Auto. Additional connectivity up here includes one USB port, one 12-volt port, and underneath the center armrest, you'll find one USB-C port. Your 2024 Mini Cooper Countryman SE PHEV All-4 is going to come equipped with a 1.5-liter turbo 3-cylinder with a 6-speed automatic transmission. This is producing 221 horsepower with 284 pound-feet of torque and looks like this off the line when in sport mode. Sport mode activated and Max eDrive activated. Now, let's go. Not bad, liking it. It was a slight hesitation and then it went. Anything with EV power definitely is more fun off the line, but here's a fast fact for you. So use your eDrive settings to either boost, conserve, or save your battery energy for later. When it comes to pure EV range, you should be able to achieve 29 to 35 kilometers in pure EV mode when the weather is optimal, so being above 20 degrees. But this week has been incredibly cold and windy, and I was only able to see 22 kilometers on my digital driver cluster. That said, I took this Countryman PHEV for my 100 kilometer or 62 mile test drive. I travel on both urban and highway roads, I cruise, and I sit in traffic. In pure max eDrive mode, I was able to achieve 22 kilometers, and the switch from EV to gas power was seamless. And I ended up averaging 0.3 liters per 100 kilometers, which is really good. As for the remaining 78 kilometers I still had to travel, I averaged 4.6 liters per 100 kilometers when all was said and done. And again, I have to clarify, that's both sitting in traffic and cruising. And when it came to charging, pretty easy. Level 1 took 7 hours, so I was able to charge up overnight. And again, only achieving 22 kilometers of pure EV range, again, because it is so cold. And then using a level 2 public charging tower with a 5 kilowatt hour output, it took 4.5 hours. If I had an at-home charging unit, my output of energy would probably be quicker, and I would estimate my charging to be about 3.25 to 3.5 hours, which is pretty good. 2024 Mini Cooper Countryman SE PHEV final impressions. So first, the good. The good is it's a Mini. It looks cool, super fun to drive, amazing driving qualities. I mean, the steering is spot on, well balanced. This is the all-4, essentially all-wheel drive, so it's just that much better, I think, than the front-wheel drive version. I am a previous owner. There is a little bit of body roll when you're going on and off ramps, but it's manageable. Like, the balance of overall performance with this vehicle is amazing. So all that, even the space inside this interior, there's a lot more than what you think you're gonna get when you're just looking at the Countryman from the exterior. So all of that impressive, but it's not all perfect. So visibility out the front and the sides is really good. Even out that C-pillar, there's no blind spot because that window is so huge, but through the rear view mirror, huge blind spot when those headrests are up. So just be aware of that. Then noise cabin quality can 100% be improved because it does get like really loud in here, but keeping in mind, I have winter tires on as well. And then the major improvement Mini needs to make with this Countryman PHEV, definitely EV range. You have to be able to get to work and home on a single charge, and when it's cold out, I mean, the battery in any EV is never good because you lose energy. So that I would 100% improve. But the driving characteristic of this vehicle, love it. If you want some more information, make sure you look down in the description below. I try to make your purchasing experience easier for you. And while you're down there, make sure you subscribe. Thanks for watching, guys.